Hey folks, Michael from Misfit Shepherds here. And you're probably wondering what I'm doing. I am hanging Bones treats from the Christmas tree. No, this is not an every year occurrence. This is to show you how to monitor your pets with the Christmas tree. Now, our dogs are really good with things in the house. So we actually have to entice them to go near the Christmas tree. And basically what I'm doing is I'm showing you how we keep the animals away from our Christmas tree. Because if you're anything like us, the day of Thanksgiving, tree's already up. And again, if you're anything like us, you've already beaten the dogs a couple of times to keep them away from the Christmas tree. When we first started doing shepherd rescuing, we'd actually put up walls around here, short pallet wood walls, to actually keep the dogs back away from the tree. Unfortunately, what happens is it lessens the room in the living room, and the chances are you're already pretty tight with bringing the tree out. But this basis for keeping your animals away from the tree is true with anything that you have that's valuable or fragile. You want to keep the dogs away from those particular objects. You're using the same skills and the same mindset by getting between them and the object that's claiming it's yours, not theirs, they're not allowed, and by putting the hand up and making them stay away. You also want to remember, when you're decorating the tree, you don't want to put the fragiles out right away. No. But this is just to get the tree up, get the dogs used to it. If they pull a couple of bows or ribbons down from down underneath, hopefully we'll catch them before they get down to the wires. But it's not so terrible. They're smaller things. And you really want them to get used to the tree being in the living room. Again, like I was saying before, Bandit and Ranger, this is their first Christmas. They've never seen a Christmas tree before. And a Christmas tree's got a lot of sparkly things on it. It's got a lot of dangly things on it. It's got a lot of things that might even smell. And that's another thing. You also want to be careful what you put on the Christmas tree, that it has no odor of food. Years and years ago, people used to take popcorn and string it on thread and then put that all the way around. If you don't have any pets, that's fine. If you have pets, no. If you have pets, you don't want to do that, because then you really are going to entice them, like I did with the Bones, to get them to play with it. So you don't want to do that. So you want to be careful what kind of decorations you put on there and when you put the good stuff out. Keep the good stuff up high, unless your in-law gave it to you and you don't want it anyway. There you go, the little bones that are hanging from there. No. Now, sometimes when the dogs are really hyper on the tree, you have to do what I call a long weekend of training. usually a Friday night, Saturday, Sunday type thing, where non-stop you are training the dogs to ignore the tree. And the first thing you have to do is take possession of the tree by showing them and by pushing them away, non-physically, away from the tree. Good. It's going to be a little harder to show you with the dogs actually going there, but what you just saw was how you would do it over and over and over until they get it right, until they decide they no longer want to bother with the tree. Guys, come here. I actually have to entice them to go after the tree. Come here. Come. And I'm going to show them the treats are still hanging here and spinning around on them. No. Now, if a simple touch like that, which I call touch training, if a simple touch like that isn't working and they're still going after the tree, no, then you actually have to get between them and the tree and put your hand up. And that's the kind of reaction you should get. If you don't get that reaction, you need to show them that that's what you want to do by physically laying them down. Remember, 1/2 pound, well, they're making it easy for me. 1/2 pound more pressure downward than the resistance they're giving you to stay upwards. Because you don't want to make it a fight. You don't want to make any of this a fight. Shepherds love fights. Shepherd loves physical confrontation. They treat it as a playtime with you. You don't want that. Now, this is a simulated, we're watching TV, the dogs are at the tree, they're laying on the floor, and every once in a while they get curious with something sparkly. This is what you're doing that entire long weekend. That's what you're doing, all weekend long. That's all you're doing, you're correcting them over and over and over again. This is Michael from Misfit Shepherds, and this is how we do it.